Today, we're going to be recapping our 10 favorite Tesla Model Y accessories. If you're a subscriber to our channel, you'll know that we took delivery of a standard range all-wheel drive Model Y in September of 2023, thanks to inventory discounts and the ability to transfer our full self-driving from our previous Model 3 to the Model Y. Since then, we've been fortunate to partner with a handful of companies who are focused on improving the Tesla experience. They provided several accessories to both personalize, protect, and improve our Model Y. If you don't have time to sit through the accessory compilation, here's a quick summary. The EVBASE induction style wheel covers, the EVBASE ambient lighting kit, the Jowua floor mats, the Jowua trunk liners, the Jowua center console tray, the Jowua armrest organizer and LED light bar, the Jowua cup holder, the Jowua USB hub and LED light, the Fanttik X8 Apex tire inflator, and the Alset auto ceramic coating and colored PPF. I have links to each of the products in the description below and chapter markers if you want to skip to the specific product. Today we're going to be replacing the Gemini wheel covers that came with our Tesla Model Y with these more attractive wheel covers courtesy of EVBASE. As much as we have enjoyed the first month with our Model Y, the design feature that we dislike the most are the awful looking Gemini wheel covers that came from the factory. For those who aren't familiar with the Tesla Model Y wheel choices in 2023, the non-performance Tesla Model Y offers two different wheel combinations, which consist of the 19-inch Gemini wheels that come with wheel covers wrapped in 255/45 series tires and 20-inch induction wheels with 255/40 series tires. While the 20-inch induction wheels look far better than the Gemini wheels in my opinion, they make the Model Y less efficient due to the increased weight and less aerodynamic design over the Gemini wheels. These EVBASE wheel covers allow you to get the induction wheel look without having to pay $2,000 extra for rims or having to endure the reduced range. While another alternative is to simply remove the Gemini wheel covers and leave the 19-inch wheels exposed, the Gemini wheel covers do serve a purpose, as it makes the Model Y more efficient than the rims without the covers, as they improve the Model Y's aerodynamics and reduce the energy consumption. The EVBASE wheel covers allow for an improved look while maintaining similar efficiency to the stock wheel covers. Look, I'm not going to argue that the wheel covers look better than the induction wheels, but for those of you who want to improve the look of your Model Y without much coin, this would be a good compromise. If you want to follow along with the installation, stay tuned. So we have individually wrapped wheel covers. They're separated with this foam packaging and individually packaged with sort of bubble wrap. All right, so there we go. Here's the actual wheel cover. It's gonna slot right here. It's gonna replace the Gemini wheel cover that comes standard with 19-inch rims on the Model Y. The first thing that needs to happen before you fix this is you have to add adhesive padding along the perimeter to reduce the likelihood that these end up scratching your rims. So we'll do that first. So here's the foam tape that's provided by EVBASE, and it's enough to cover all 4 rims. And so you just work your way around the perimeter of the wheel cover. So you can tell the process is really quick and easy. I'm just going to fast forward this so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, and you can see the finished product when we're done. So after you remove the stock Gemini wheel covers, you'll notice that the material on the stock wheel covers is not that different from the one that comes from EVBASE. Clips are made from plastic. There's no real protection. In fact, I would even argue that the wheel covers with the foam strips from EVBASE are a little bit more protective than the ones from the factory, which is kind of surprising. But just to show you what's underneath the Gemini wheel cover, you have this fairly attractive rim. It's definitely more aesthetically pleasing than this, but at the same time, you know, the color is a little off to me, especially the fact that this has black trim all around the vehicle. It would have been nicer if they made these black from the factory, kind of like the induction wheels, but I guess that would probably take away from the premium feel of the induction wheels. All right, so we've pulled off the first cover. Let's see how it looks like with the EVBASE cover. So the only thing you want to do in terms of alignment is to make sure that the opening for the tire valve stem is aligned before you push it in. You just push. There you go. Yeah, it's definitely more attractive than the stock Gemini wheels. Let's put all the wheel covers on and see how they look like once they're all affixed. Thanks for making it this far in the video. I thought the wheel covers made a huge difference in the appearance of our Model Y, and I'm really happy with the results. Today we're going to be installing the EVBASE LED streamer kit on our Tesla Model Y. I've always been a Tesla fan, but there are some design elements from other vehicles that I wish Tesla would incorporate into their designs, including the ambient lighting that you see in Mercedes-Benz vehicles or even Hyundai vehicles. Apparently, Tesla in China understands this and even offers ambient lighting on both the Tesla Model 3 Highland and the updated Model Y in China. Yet somehow it doesn't offer ambient lighting on any Model 3 or Model Y in the US, at least not yet. With the EVBASE LED streamer kit, you can easily add ambient lighting to your own Model Y or Model 3. The kit is non-destructive as it does not involve splicing into wires or permanently modifying your Tesla in any way. And most importantly, you can completely remove the kit if necessary. You can control the EVBASE kit, including the color of the LEDs, from an app on your phone. You can also have the LEDs have color changing patterns, sync to the music on your phone, sync to music that the app hears in your Tesla, and even change patterns based on a set schedule. If you want to go through the unboxing and installation process that I went through, stay tuned. Today we are going to be unboxing the EVBASE LED dashboard kit, and I've actually partially unboxed this already. I wanted to see how this was going to fit before I started making this video. But essentially what it comes with is 2 sets of these LED strips. This is a shorter one, and it's supposed to go here in this part of the center dash. The longer portion I've already started aligning along the dashboard to see if it's going to fit. And what it's supposed to look like at the end is one strip of LEDs that goes right along the top of the air vents and another one down here. And the power is supposed to be drawn from a USB-A port located in the glove box. Whether that works or not, we'll find out. I've never actually installed this before, so this is my first time you're going to go through this with me and see how much I succeed or fail. So let's start with this part of the kit. Again, this is the longer LED light strip, and essentially what this is taking advantage of is a slight space between this part of the dashboard and this air vent assembly. Essentially, there's a little gap between those two pieces, and when you lift it up using a pry tool, it provides just enough space to slide this in. And I think the finished product is having the slide strip secured all along the length of the dashboard using the pressure between the inside air vent and this top dashboard piece. So let's see if this actually works out. All right, so I'm not done with the installation yet, but I turned on the power so I can actually get a better visibility of the alignment. And it's going along okay, but it's also taking longer than expected. Trying to pull this part up with your hand while tucking in the LED bar isn't, I guess, the most natural feeling. So, and especially when you get behind the display here, it's a little bit harder to work with. All right, so I've finally installed the entire light strip along the length of the dashboard. And you can see when you're sitting in the passenger driver's seat, it's just a faint reflection off of this silverish gray piece right here. But if you look from this angle, you can see the actual LED light strip. I kind of prefer this because it's not so intense. Like the LED is not shining directly in your face, but it provides just enough reflection to show the light itself on the plastic. So the way that I've wired this is you can see that the end of the LED light strip has a wire, and I'm running it just above this plastic piece right here, and then into the side area here. And you can tell that I've removed this plastic piece here, concealing the wire in this compartment here. And I'm running the wire into the glove box, and it's using this USB splitter that came with the kit. So the USB splitter allows us to continue to use this port for Sentry mode, but now you have 3 additional USB ports, one of which is occupied by a cable that runs to the control box of the light kit. And I'm not super thrilled about the way this is being managed. Like all this wiring in the glove box isn't ideal. So I got to figure out how to manage that in the future. But as of right now, well, I guess before I close this, I'll show you that this center bar here also has wire running from here and then underneath the glove box door, and then just hanging in on the side here. And then when you close it, it mostly conceals the wire. I mean, you still have a little bit of the wire sticking out here, but we can tuck that away. So yeah, it's mostly installed, but it's also kind of a work in progress. I have to figure out how to conceal these wires better and to conceal the control box more permanently. I think one of the ways to do that is to probably remove the underfloor panel here and probably conceal everything that way. But yeah, we'll see how that works. All right, so I think I know how I'm going to conceal this extra wire. So I've disconnected the wire from the power source in the glove box. I'm going to remove this panel right here. Just snaps right out. It's got some clips right here. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little pass through right here. And what that does is it leads to an area underneath the glove box. So I've removed this panel right here just to get more access to it. It's just held together with 4 of these clips that are easily replaceable. But essentially, I'm going to try to pass this wire into this little crevices right here. And I'm hoping that I can actually tuck the control box back there as well. Let's see if that works. All right, so I have some initial success right now. I'm going to see if I can pull the rest of the wire through. All right, looks like I have some success. So again, power cable running all the way through the side compartment here. We're just going to supply power to the control box, which I'm hoping to conceal back here. All right, so I plugged in the power source into the control box, which is back over here. And then now I have the 2 connectors to the actual LED strips that I'm going to plug back in. All right, so before I close everything up, just to recap, have power source running from the glove box down into this side compartment here, which then passes into this area under the glove box above this panel, which I'll secure shortly. This is the control box that's going to be in this compartment, and the control box is plugged into both of the light bars this way. So this one and this one. And so I'm going to try to bundle these wires together to make it a neat install. All right, so I was able to secure the under glove box panel with no problem. Just secured it with the same grommets and clips that it came with. It's time to reinstall the side panels here. All right, so I got that side panel in, and now it's time to put in this last panel. There we go. So everything is still functioning. That's a good sign. Thanks for making it this far in the video. If you're interested in installing a kit like this for your own Tesla, I've left links in the description below as well as a discount code with EVBASE. Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Today we're going to be upgrading the floor mats of our brand new Tesla Model Y in minutes using floor mats, trunk and front liners, and rear seat back covers from Jowua. For those who haven't heard, Jowua specializes in high quality products for Teslas. The stock floor and trunk mats that come from Tesla barely provide adequate protection against everyday dirt and debris that are routinely tracked into your vehicle from your shoes, kids, pets, and the things you haul around. In addition, Tesla doesn't provide any mats for the front or underfloor trunk storage, or any protection for the rear seat backing, making those areas vulnerable to dirt and damage when hauling things around. The floor mats from Jowua are made from a thermoplastic elastomer that is waterproof and can be easily removed for cleaning. The floor mats have raised edges which confine any dirt and debris to the mat and away from the vehicle's carpeting. Each of the floor mats also have a holder area for items such as umbrellas or slippers. In addition to the mats, the set comes with rear seat air vent covers to prevent the intrusion of dirt and debris into the air vents located under the driver's and front passenger seats. Jowua adds even more functionality with a tissue box holder kit, which adds a pedestal that affixes to the existing carpet and a stylish tissue box housing to place on top of the pedestal. The trunk and front liners, along with the rear seat back covers, are made from the same thermoplastic elastomer material and allows you to load items without worrying about damaging the existing carpet. Jowua included a pass-through for the latch anchors and rear seat release, so you don't lose any functionality with the rear seat back covers. The trunk and front liners are made to the exact specifications of each area and fit perfectly, and the kit even includes a mat for the underfloor storage in the trunk. If you're interested in getting a set of Jowua floor mats for your own vehicle, please check out the links in the description below, which will give you a discount on your order if you use our referral code. Jowua also has a large selection of other Tesla accessories for your Model Y or any other Tesla, as well as a selection of accessories for electronics, such as iPhone cases. Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Today we're going to be upgrading the center console of our brand new Tesla Model Y in minutes using accessories from Jowua. For those who haven't heard, Jowua specializes in high quality products for Teslas. Their accessories are simple yet functional and will immediately make your Tesla more enjoyable to use. Start off with this. This is the Jowua Armrest storage organizer. And this is going to slot into this compartment over here. Previously, Tesla provided a storage tray that came from the factory, but probably due to cost cutting, they eliminated that. But luckily, Jowua has created a unit that I would argue is even better than the old factory unit. It's a silicone-lined plastic tray that slots directly into the center console. So let's just do this together. It installs in seconds. And there you go. The nice thing about this is it still provides you with the space underneath the tray to store what you need, but it provides another level to make this space instantly more usable. And on top of that, it still provides an opening for the power outlet here. So you can still use this, it's still functional. And if you ever need to clean this liner, it's really simple to just pull the silicone portion out and wash that off while keeping the harder plastic tray in the vehicle. Next up is the Jowua center console tray organizer. And just like the previous product, it is also a hard plastic shell with a silicone liner, but this version slots here in the center console in the forward portion of it. It slots right into these existing indentations in the center console, and it's almost like it was meant to be there from the factory. It slides with no problem, and also if it gets dirty, you can easily just lift up the silicone liner, wash it off, and put it right back in the vehicle. First two products, we already have a very usable, much more usable center console than a few seconds ago. That's wonderful, and we're not done yet. Let's go with the Jowua center console cup holder. So this is also a silicone-lined product. According to Jowua, a food-grade silicone, so it can withstand hot and cold temperatures. It's non-toxic because it's food-grade. And it slots right here in the cup holder. Protects your center console from spills and drips from beverages, and you can just easily lift this up to clean it as necessary. And yeah, there you go, check that out. 3 items installed in seconds, and it instantly makes this center console area so much better, so much more usable. All right, last product in this video. It is the Jowua LED light bar, and where this is going to go, it's going to slot right here in the armrest tray. Right, so here's the actual light. It feels really high quality to the touch. The switch is down here on the bottom, and it has 2 settings for the brightness. This is the brightest setting, and it slots right here. It comes with a USB-C charger that you can easily just plug into the existing USB-C port, and it can charge. And it's quickly detachable. It's a snap-on USB charger, so really elegant. It's got a wood handle. It feels really premium in the hand. And the fact that it just slots in here almost like as a factory accessory just makes it all that much better. If you are interested in any of these accessories, I have links with a discount code in the description below. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Today we're going to be installing the Jowua dual USB-C hub with LED light for our 2023 Tesla Model Y. The product effectively relocates the 2 USB-C ports from the recessed portion of the center console to just beneath the retractable door, and adds 1 USB-A port in the same area, as well as adding 2 more USB-A ports beneath the LED light. The USB-C hub is also compatible with Jowua center console organizer that we featured in a separate video. Alright, so here's the box from Jowua. It's a USB hub with LED light. You open this up. It's pretty simple. It's just one unit. There's no other parts. And this is just like most of the other Jowua accessories, it installs in seconds. So you just basically open up the center console. You'll notice that there are 2 USB-C ports in there. And on the back side of this Jowua unit, you'll see that there are 2 plugs that take advantage of those USB-C ports, and essentially just plug those ports into the existing USB-C ports, press the button, and now you have an illuminated center console in seconds. And the unit provides 2 USB-C ports, 1 USB-A port, and then there's also 2 USB-A ports recessed lower in the unit. And this is the button for the LED light. Turn it on and off. Yeah, just another useful Jowua accessory for your vehicle. And it's almost like it's something that should have come from the factory. And another nice touch is if you have another Jowua accessory such as the center console tray, it's fully compatible. If you're interested in adding this product to your own Tesla Model Y, I have links in the description below as well as a discount code. Hey everyone, welcome aboard. I'm holding a Fanttik X8 Apex portable tire inflator in my hand, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate why this is the most convenient and economical way to inflate your car's tires. Although Fanttik did provide us with this unit to review, I've liked the Fanttik X8 Apex inflator so much that I purchased one months before collaborating with Fanttik. Although the X8 inflator only weighs 1.87 pounds and is just a bit larger than a soda can, it has a maximum pressure of 150 psi and is more than capable of quickly inflating 6 conventional car tires on a single charge. And when you need to recharge the X8 inflator, you can easily do so with a USB-C connection. The X8 not only inflates car tires, but is great for inflating bicycle tires, basketballs, football, and volleyballs. With a small size and the lack of a hardwired power source, you can easily slip the X8 inflator into a backpack or take it places that a conventional tire inflator couldn't go. But our favorite reasons why you should get your own tire inflator is peace of mind and having the freedom to inflate your tires anywhere without having to go to a gas station or a tire shop. As a bonus, the X8 also has an emergency LED flashlight with a strobe function on the top of the unit and can double as a backup battery for your devices, as the onboard lithium-ion battery has a total of 7,800 milliamp hours. So let's go and look what's in the box when you actually receive one of these. All right, first thing you note is the actual inflator itself. It's wrapped in a plastic protective wrap. Let's take that off. So according to Fanttik, this is about 1.87 pounds, so it's pretty light. And as you can see, this is the digital display. You've got the control panel right here. This is an emergency flashlight. You put the inflator connector here, and you can charge this unit using USB-C. Let's see what else we get in the box. So underneath the foam padding for the actual unit, you get a box that contains, you get this air hose, which you can easily just screw into the top here. You get a Schrader valve connector, which you can use to inflate certain bicycle tires. You get a needle connector, which you can use to inflate footballs or basketballs, volleyballs, things of that sort. You have a short USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. You also get a nice carrying case for the unit where you can accommodate all of the various accessories. There's even a little pouch here, Velcro secured, where you can actually put these accessories so you don't lose them because they're so small. Put that in there for now. All right, so let's go over some of the menu functions that Inflator has. Let's take off the protective plastic first. And in this mode, this is manual mode. So essentially you can select your PSI here. You can manually start it and it will stop once it reaches that PSI. There are other modes here as well. There is EV mode. This is the regular car tire mode. And the only difference between that and the EV mode I can tell is that it has a wider range of PSIs that you can select from. I don't think this, whether you pick EV or regular car, it really makes much of a difference. If you want to inflate bicycle tires, you can use this icon. This also changes the range of various pressures based on common bicycle tires. And then this one is for recreational balls, basketballs, footballs. Obviously, it has a lower PSI range there. But to be honest, I basically just keep it in manual. We'll just manually punch in the PSI that I need for the tires that I inflate. So on my 2018 Tesla Model 3, we have a 42 PSI on the 19-inch sport wheels. So I'll just manually put that on the screen, hit start, and the inflator will do its job, and it will stop once it reaches that 42 PSI. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I've liked Fanttik's product so much that I even purchased one before I was even reviewing their products. So this is the original inflator that I purchased with my own money a few months ago. And this is the one that was sent to me. So this is slightly newer. Just want to see if there's any differences between the two. As you can tell, the menus are almost identical. When you hit the preset menus, you'll notice that the first set here is the EV setting. And on the original one, it's just a regular automobile setting. And as you scroll through the menu, the second setting available on the new one is a regular vehicle, non-EV. And on the older version, it is a motorcycle. You scroll to the next one, they're both bicycle settings. And the final one, they're both recreational ball settings. So not much difference between the two, and they're actually really close in price. You really can't go wrong with either one of these. All right, so let's see how this looks like in real world scenarios. This is our 2022 Tesla Model X, and we're going to show you how simple it is to inflate the tires with the Fanttik X8. So first thing to do is look at the tire pressures available, and you can usually do that just by looking at the side panel here. And so you'll note that the default tire pressures are 45 PSI. So now that we know it's 45 PSI, all we have to do is connect the inflator to the tire valve stem. And it said 45, so let's increase this to 45. So as you can tell, the tire doesn't require much air. It was recently inflated, but let's do this just for demonstration. Hit start.
And just like that, the inflator senses that it's reached 45 psi and shuts off automatically. So you can use this to inflate bicycle tires as well. Just turn on the Fanttik. And so it says that it's 20 psi. The recommended tire pressure for these tires is about 40 psi. So I'm going to put this up to 40. Let's see how fast it tops off this tire. It's just a few seconds and the tire's at its correct psi. Just for good measure, we're going to do the front as well.
If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. There are links below if you want to pick up your own Fanttik X8 Apex inflator. You can purchase them from both Amazon and Fantik's own website. Be sure to use the coupon codes to get between $35 and $40 off the inflator. Today, our Tesla Model Y is going to be transformed from this to this, thanks to colored paint protection film and ceramic coating from Alset Auto. In this video, I'm going to describe what PPF and ceramic coatings are, how well PPF and ceramic coatings protected our previous Model 3 and current Model X, why we chose a color PPF for our Model Y, why PPF and ceramic coatings aren't for everyone, and finally, give an overview of Alset Auto and their new shop in the Los Angeles area. I've included individual chapters in the video so you can skip to the areas that interest you. First off, what is PPF? I'm not a detailer or wrap professional, so this is my basic understanding as an enthusiast and happy customer. PPF is a urethane-based film that is layered on top of the car's existing paint to provide a barrier between the surrounding environment and the paint. As the name implies, PPF protects your paint from common sources of paint damage, including rock chips, scratches from people walking too close to your car, or bird poop and tree sap. Many PPF films have self-healing properties where minor scratches literally melt away with the addition of heat from either a heat gun or even the sun on a hot day. For years, PPF has been primarily sold as a clear film that is invisible, and if the PPF job was good, you wouldn't be able to tell that PPF had been applied. PPF is usually installed by a professional, although there are now many DIY kits available for those who want to try doing it themselves. More recently, PPF has been available in a matte or stealth finish that partially obscures the paint color to give a unique look. And in the past 2 to 3 years, another PPF option has been offered, which is a color change PPF. Note that this is not the same as the more common vinyl wraps, which also change the color of the vehicle, but are not as robust as PPF and do not last as long. Next up is ceramic coating. Again, I'm not a detailer, just an enthusiast. My basic understanding is that ceramic coating is a permanent protective coating that permanently bonds to your car's paint. Ceramic coatings have hydrophobic properties and provide resistance to common environmental contaminants, such as road dirt, bird poop, bug residue, and industrial fallout. And it also provides UV protection and reduces the chances of light scratches, such as swirl marks, during the cleaning process. Because of the hydrophobic properties, it makes cleaning the car so much easier, as dirt doesn't adhere as readily and water typically beads off easily. There are various grades of ceramic coating depending on the brand and the installer. The more robust ceramic coatings can be installed by a professional, although there are consumer grade ceramic coatings that you can apply yourself that are much cheaper than going through an installer. Our decision to wrap our new Model Y is based on the great experience we had with PPF and ceramic coatings on our other Teslas. We drove our protected Model Y on gravel roads and drove on multiple road trips. It was nice to have the peace of mind to know that all the bug residue and road grime that we accumulated on the front of our Model 3 during those trips couldn't etch into the car's paint thanks to the PPF and ceramic coating. Another consideration is that we live in an area that doesn't allow for car washing along the exterior of our home. But thanks to the PPF and ceramic coating, I can easily wash our Teslas in the garage using a handheld pump sprayer and 2 gallons of water mixed with no-rinse car wash solution without worrying about scratching the car.
This time around, we picked a color change PPF, mostly because of the limited number of paint choices from the factory, something that even Tesla realizes as they now offer color change PPF services at the West Covina and Carlsbad, California service centers. Is PPF and ceramic coating for everyone? No, not everyone is as picky about the vehicle's appearance, and if you're fine just running your car through a car wash without even thinking about it, PPF and ceramic coatings might not be worth it to you. There is a good amount of money that you need to invest, with DIY PPF kits and ceramic coatings costing a few $100s, not to mention the time needed to apply the products. Another consideration is that there are levels to this, depending on your budget and what you care about. You could apply PPF only and ceramic coating only, and you can choose to go with a professional installer or do it yourself. Personally, I think that a basic self-applied ceramic coating is an easy and cost-effective upgrade to ensure that the paint stays in good condition for any car. Next, we're going to talk about Alset Auto. Although there are many shops that can install PPF and apply ceramic coatings, Alset Auto is the first company to specialize in Teslas only. Because they only deal with Teslas, the staff at Alset Auto are used to the body lines, panels, and soft paint that characterize all Teslas. I found the staff at Alset Auto to be professional, including the Los Angeles franchise owner John, and all of the staff, including the staff in charge of window tinting, ceramic coating, and PPF application. Unlike the previous PPF and ceramic coating sessions, I personally witnessed the Alset Auto crew going from the initial hand wash, the decontamination process using clay bars and clay lubricant, and the application of portions of the PPF. I returned several days later to witness the last portions of the PPF being applied, the ceramic coating application along the interior and exterior of our Model Y, and the application of the blacked out badging to replace the original badges. Like most PPF, after the initial application, there are minor imperfections that arise, including lifting and air bubbles. Alset Auto staff was prepared to deal with those issues as they arose. In addition, Alset Auto uses pre-printed cuts to ensure a tight fit with the PPF and utilizes well-known brands, including Lumar and GSWF. The Alset ceramic coatings are proprietary formulations that are made in the US and are warranted to last 5 years, and there are specific coatings used for the exterior, interior, windshield, and rims.